In a quiet village nestled in the golden hills of southern Spain, far from the grandeur of Rome, an unassuming boy was born. No one could have foreseen that this child would rise to become one of Rome's greatest Stoic philosophers, a man whose words would echo across centuries, lighting the way for countless seekers of wisdom. This is the story of Lucius Annaeus Seneca, a thinker, a statesman, a survivor, and a symbol of the enduring power of virtue over chaos. 1. Humble beginnings. From the sun-drenched fields of Hispania, Seneca emerged not as a conqueror, but as a contemplative force. While Rome pursued power, and spectacle, Seneca turned inward, toward the realm of the soul. To him, greatness was not measured by wealth or fame, but by depth of character. His Stoic view took root early, that a meaningful life is not defined by its length, but by its impact. The seeds he planted in obscurity would grow into teachings that still guide lives today. 2. Strength forged in sickness. Seneca's youth was overshadowed by chronic illness, but instead of succumbing to despair, he transformed suffering into fuel for reflection. His fragile health served as a constant reminder of life's impermanence, sharpening his focus on what truly mattered. Pain, rather than breaking him, forged in him a powerful truth that adversity, embraced with dignity, can give rise to wisdom. He did not live despite his illness. He lived through it with purpose. 3. Surviving Rome's chaos. Ancient Rome was a crucible of brutality, power, and paranoia. Within its political labyrinth, even the highest ranks were not immune to betrayal and bloodshed. Yet Seneca, armed with his convictions, stood firm. He walked the razor's edge between influence and integrity, navigating court intrigues with the philosopher's grace and a survivor's instinct. His life became a daily meditation on courage in the face of chaos. 4. Caligula's shadow. In the court of Emperor Caligula, a man whose name would become synonymous with madness, Seneca's brilliance drew envy and danger. Condemned to death by imperial whim, it was ironically his illness that spared him. Caligula believed he would die soon anyway. That twist of fate would become a recurring theme in Seneca's life. The Stoics danced with death, always near, always shaping his insights. 5. Exile and awakening. Banished to the rugged island of Corsica by Emperor Claudius, Seneca found himself isolated, but not defeated. There, amidst the wilderness, his spirit deepened. Rather than rage against misfortune, he turned solitude into sanctuary, writing 3 powerful works that would forever mark his legacy. Though he longed for human connection, Seneca proved that inner strength, nurtured in silence, can outshine any external title or acclaim. 6. Letters from the Edge. Corsica was not a prison, it was a forge. There, Seneca began composing letters that would become some of the most profound writings in philosophical history. He wrote about friendship, love, virtue, mortality, and the seductive illusions of wealth and fame. These letters were not merely reflections, they were lifelines, reaching beyond isolation, uniting soul to soul across distance and time. 7. Mentor to Nero, fate called Seneca back to Rome, this time to tutor a young Nero, the heir to the empire. It was a delicate balance, guiding a powerful youth with boundless ambition and fragile morality. Seneca saw potential in Nero, but also glimpsed the gathering storm. Their relationship was both profound and tragic, a master sculptor trying to shape a block of marble already cracking. 8. The fall of an empire. As Nero descended into cruelty and delusion, Seneca sought to withdraw, hoping to reclaim his peace, but the darker Nero became, the more he saw Seneca as a threat. In a final act of paranoia, Nero ordered Seneca to take his own life. The philosopher faced this fate not with fear, but with fidelity to his principles, demonstrating that Stoicism is not merely theory, but a way to meet death with dignity. 9. a Stoic goodbye. In his final hours, Seneca did not beg, resist, or despair. He embraced death as he had embraced life, with virtue as his guide. His last words and actions were a living sermon that honor and inner peace matter more than survival. Even as his life ended, his philosophy shone brightest, reminding all who watch that one can be free even in the face of tyranny. 10. A flame that will not die. Seneca's legacy is not buried in the ruins of Rome. It is alive in every act of resilience, every moment of clarity, and every soul who chooses meaning over comfort. His teachings continue to inspire those who seek purpose, balance, and wisdom in a chaotic world. He showed us that true power lies not in conquering others, but in mastering the self. As we walk our own paths, may we carry forward the essence of his message. In Seneca's own words, life is long if you know how to use it.